Now, as we stay in this NIL space, there is someone else that I want to highlight. I thought that this was a bit unique, and to be honest, I was unaware of it even existing. So there is this platform called Unrivaled. So if you're familiar with it, let us know, drop in the chat or send us a message. So it is the 3-on-3 league, and it was established by former WNBA players, and I think there was a few on there as well. But this particular league, and I got a strong feeling that they were influenced by the Big Three that was established by Ice Cube. But with this particular league, this athlete that I'm going to highlight, she is going to make more in her first year with this league than she would in regards of all 4 years of her compensation within the WNBA. So we know that compensation has definitely been an issue. Just some of the income inequality when it pertains to women's sports and men's sports. And then you learn more about like the business infrastructure on what funds each sport and how all of that breaks out and shakes out. And there's definitely a huge, we'll just say, slope of opportunity for the future. Because when you look at some of the venture capitalists that are out there now, you are seeing a slant towards, we'll just say, women's sports. One investor, particularly, I was just listening to an interview, Melody Hobson. She was talking about that's where she's shifting. I won't say shifting, but continuing to focus in regards of some of the opportunities. So this athlete that I am referencing, nickname Buckets, first name Paige. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I low key, I feel like I'm struggling with her last name. Is it I ain't gonna try. Anyways, Buckets, aka also known as Paige. So she signed a 3-year deal with the Women's 3-on-3 League, as you could see here, in April, and also became an investor. So as we could see, there is more of these type of structures to where athletes are not only being compensated from an income perspective, but they're also being able to play ball when it pertains to equity. And so shout out to Paige for being able to structure this particular way. As mentioned, her first year salary in this Unrivaled league, which is a 10-week season, is expected to exceed what she would make over 4 years of her WNBA rookie contract. And so her WNBA rookie contract is slated to earn $78,831. And again, that's per season. Here's some of the stats. If you've been keeping up with women's sports, especially collegiate sports, dimes, she dropping buckets. That's why she got the nickname. But again, this gives two things in regards of just additional information. One, the average salaries in regards of this particular league was on average $222,000 last season, which is nice. I'll play in that. Alongside that, the players were able to get equity as well. And so this hybrid salary plus equity type of model. That is something that is becoming more of a thing. We got a few more other articles we're going to talk about that mentions this as a structure. The Unrivaled, so this is essentially the parent company. As of right now, they're valued at a $340 million valuation. And so this is, of course, eliciting interest from other investors and individuals that would like to see this manifest itself into something greater and larger. And then this does create an aspect of competition when it pertains to the WNBA. And so some of these traditional leagues are going to have to adapt and adjust the way in which they are distributing their resources or even sharing expenses. And that is something athletic departments are navigating now because of this NIL rules that now we have, I won't say now, but we've been sharing expenses with sports in which the revenue have only come through 2 or 3 sports, if that max. So very, very unique positioning, but also, seeing more of the conversation and concern and frustration around women's compensation, especially within the WNBA. And then I was unaware of this league, so shout out to the founders of this league. But for them to establish this 3-on-3 type of competition, but also to accelerate this type of compensation, I believe this allows us to be able to harness talent, which again helps, the consumers like us. We're able to be entertained with, some folks out there making some big plays. And so really, really, really excited about this in regards of just the future of sports contracts. And then shout out to Paige Buckets. I think is I ain't even gonna try to say your last name, my bad. But you are really displaying how athletes essentially not only have voices on the court, but also off the court. So shout out to Paige. All right.